everyone, welcome to Blup 101 series. We are again here with another video, and today's video is going to be about adding pre-built widgets. So let's start this video, but before I show you how to add pre-built widgets, I would like to tell you that pre-built widgets are pre-designed and pre-coded user interface elements or components that can be easily integrated into software applications, websites, or other digital platforms. These widgets are created to serve specific functions or purposes, and they are often customizable to some extent to match the overall design and functionality of the application or website where they are used. Now, let's show you how you can use these pre-built widgets in Blup. And we are going to do that by creating an Uber's login and car select page. And in this tutorial, we'll delve deeper and explore essential tools of widgets such as buttons and text fields. Our goal is to help you explain how you can add pre-built widgets in Blup. Alright, so let's start with creating a login page UI. First, we'll start by adding a background. To do this, draw a rectangle and insert an image into it. We are selecting this image to serve as the background. Next, we'll drag this background and expand it to cover the entire canvas. Now we'll introduce another rectangle to give the background a degree of transparency. Here we are giving the transparency. And now, removing the borders, we achieve the desired effect. Once again, we'll expand this rectangle to cover the entire canvas, ensuring that the entire background is transparent. Moving on, we'll add yet another rectangle for the logo. Let's do this quickly by drawing another rectangle. And using an image for the logo. We will select Uber's logo from the system, insert it into the rectangle, remove the borders from the logo, adjust the height to 232, and center it horizontally. Additionally, we'll apply a white image fill. Yes, like this. With that, we have completed the first step in this video. This is how our initial stage of creating an Uber-like login screen appears. In the next step, we'll proceed to design the email and password input blocks along with login button. To do this, we'll navigate to the Insert menu, where we have the access to the Widget Library. Inside the Widget Library, we have multiple widgets that are created to serve specific functions and purposes. The first one that we have here is the text field to input the data. Next, we have a progress wheel. A progress wheel is an indicator which spins to indicate that the application is busy. Next, we have a fab button, which is primarily known as floating action button. So, a floating action button is a round circular button that floats on top of the content in an app and is used to highlight the most important action you can take in that app. Then we have icon widget. And an icon widget is a small graphical symbol used in software and web interfaces to represent functions, actions, and features. Then we have Lottie animation widget. So a Lottie animation widget is a user interface element that allows developers to integrate and display interactive and dynamic animations in their applications using the Lottie animation framework, which supports animation created in Adobe After Effects. After this, there is a text button widget. A text button widget is a user interface element that presents text as a clickable button, typically used to trigger action or navigate within an application or website. Next we have is an app bar widget. An app bar widget is a user interface component typically found at the top of a mobile or web application, containing navigation options, app branding, and often interactive elements like buttons or search bar. Next we have is checkbox widget in the Widget Library. A checkbox widget is a user interface element that allows users to toggle a binary choice such as selecting or deselecting an option by clicking or tapping in a small box typically accompanied by a label. Then we have is a switch widget. A switch widget is a user interface element that allows users to toggle between two states like turning a feature on or off. Next we have is a slider widget. A slider widget is a user interface element that enables users to select a value within a predefined range by sliding a handle along a track. Then we have is a radio widget. A radio widget / radio button is a user interface element that allows users to choose a single option from a list of mutually exclusive options. Then we have is a progress bar widget. A progress bar widget is a visual element that shows the progression of a task or process, often represented, or a horizontal bar that fills up as the task advances. Next is multi-choice dialog. This one is multi-choice dialog. A multi-choice dialog widget is a user interface element that displays a pop-up dialog box with a list of options, allowing users to select one or more choices from the list. Next we have is the web view. A web view widget is an embedded browser component that allows you to display web content within a mobile or desktop application, enabling the integration of web-based content or services. Then we have is a camera view. A camera view widget provides access to the device's camera, allowing users to capture photos or videos directly within an app. Then here is the map view. A map view widget is used to display interactive maps within an application, often integrating with mapping services like Google Maps or Mapbox to show geographical information. After this, we have date picker. A date picker widget is a user interface element that allows users to select a date from a calendar-like interface commonly used for specifying dates in forms or settings. Then we have is time picker. A time picker widget is similar to a date picker widget but is used specifically for selecting a time such as hours and minutes, usually presented in a clock-like interface. Next is iOS date picker widget. The iOS date picker widget is a user interface element that allows users to select a date from calendar-style interface, providing a convenient way to input dates in iOS applications. Next to iOS date picker widget is iOS timer widget. There is no standard iOS timer widget, but you can create a timer or countdown feature using various UI kit components such as labels and buttons, along with the programming logic to update and display time. And then we have is alert dialog box widget. The alert dialog box or UI alert controller widget in iOS is a pop-up notification that displays a message with optional buttons for user interaction like confirming an action, cancelling, or making a choice. Last but not the least is the drop-down menu widget. iOS typically uses a UI picker view or a UI table view to create drop-down-like menus, which allow users to choose from a list of options. UI picker view provides a spinning wheel style selection, while UI table view displays a list of options in a scrollable table. And that concludes this video. The next part, where we will demonstrate how to integrate these widgets into Uber's login and car selection page, will be presented in part 2. In the meantime, please take this opportunity to review and familiarize yourselves with the widgets we have covered in this video. And also, keep bluping.